Hey gang, Justin Tuminowski here with Deal Sauce, and I have a special one for you. I've done one video already on finding wholesalers inside of Deal Sauce, and there's a lot more demand, and a lot more folks are reaching out because no one talks about it. And there's no other software that they're really allowing you to search and talk about why wholesalers and cash buyers and investors are so important. Think about it. As a wholesaler, investor, buyer myself, that thrill of that catch is great. I love it. I don't get to do as much wholesaling as I'd like to do just for the sheer fact of being inside of Deal Sauce and being here for you guys and my own business. However, I'll never lose that thrill. And I think that I want to talk to my younger self, someone who's just getting in the game or someone who's trying to raise capital for the first time, or they have a deal because they're graduating from maybe a deal they found being a wholesaler and they're looking for some private capital. They're looking to actually take the next step. They just don't know what to do, or they're stuck because they don't have enough capital. There are other folks that need you. Don't be mistaken. There are folks that need deal flow. There are folks that need you as a business owner. Maybe you are a wholesaler. There are folks that want to give you money. There are folks that want to JV deals with you. There are folks that need your buyers list. There are folks that have deals that need you to sell their deal. How about there are folks that need you to close, market? It goes on and on. But what I'm going to give you today is two things. I'm going to give you 5 things plus a few extras. I'm going to give you the 5 reasons why I feel wholesalers are super important for your business. And then I'm also going to show you how to find those wholesalers inside of Deal Sauce. So let's get to it. All right. We're just picking a state. I just typed in North Carolina. I'm going to streamline the process on how to find the wholesalers, and you're going to rinse and repeat this with all the different keywords that I'm going to provide to you. All right. And maybe we'll do a part 2 for this. So pick your asset class. So we're in North Carolina, or pick whatever market you want. All right. Non-active listings. And then what we want to come down to is ownership information. Really important. And let's just go through what a typical wholesale company or a cash buyer company has a name, right? They might have 1, 2, 3 home buyers. So let's go home buyer first. Now I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to make sure I hit done to make sure this home buyer name goes into the side summary. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's actually owned right now. There is 137. All right. So what did I find here? Residential home buyer Charlotte. Residential home buyer Charlotte. That's obviously a big player. Let's keep going though. That's 137. Residential home buyer Raleigh. So we have Charlotte home buyer, Charlotte, Raleigh home buyer, 24 home buyer. You can tell this works, right? Owner, EERM, VERM, FW, residential home buyer, Charlotte, so many of them, right? So, and it could be a lot of the same, enterprise, but don't let that phase you, right? So you have a few there, all right? Out of the 137, you're going to find a bunch we just scrolled through, but check it out. Let's go just use another keyword. So let's get rid of this. Let's stimulate the search one more time with, how about this? Let's use the word home buyers. So we're literally adding an S to the word. And there is a difference with that. You need to be very clear. There is a difference. Get back out of here. Let's go into South Carolina. Let's see what they have over there. We'll just pick another state just to show you guys that multiple states can work. So we're going to read all the entire state. Home buyers. Simply just adding an S. 93. All right. We have some deals that may have been on market. So we have SC Home Buyer Group, Bradford Home Buyer, Venture Home Buyers, Firethorn, New Life, New Home Buyer, Sincere Home Buyers, Bradford. Guys, look at on and on and on. Isn't this amazing? So just because they're home buyers, they are definitely wholesalers as well. And then think about all the other keywords that you can use. So super powerful. Let's talk about why would I want to find home buyers? Why would I want to find wholesalers, Justin? Think about this for 1 second. Think about this. What do they bring? Wholesalers, all right? They bring deal flow. You have dead leads that you can help them with. So if you're a creative finance or you have other opportunities or other takes and angles and creative, there's a really good way of helping with dead leads. We also call that the Lanza method. They might need your money. So the Gators, let's talk about the Gators, right? Gators, what's up? Well, you guys can tell them, hey, listen, I can do your double closes. We're in South Carolina. We need to do double closes. Let's do it. Or gap funding and lending, EMD, JV on deals. Look at their dispo list. What about their buyers list? You have a deal and you might need them because they have buyers in that market. Use their buyers list. What about this? The most important part that I love is see their lenders. That is super important. Gap funding, private money, all that. Why don't we go into it right now? We should go into Deal Sauce, go back to one of those listings, and I will show you exactly what I mean by finding a lender. All right. Now, we have an additional service inside of Deal Sauce that will do this for you without having to go research it yourself. Now, you can just type in South Carolina and get all the private money lenders in there. However, I want to make sure you guys are all taken care of and there's no, barrier of entry. So let's just say that, this one may be a fix and flip. So this home buyer, I'm going to say there's photos on here, may have been a cash purchase. Let's see if it was a cash. This is a canceled listing. All right. Let's see at the bottom. So the seller, they have a lender, CTMA Properties. CTMA Properties is a lender. Do you think you want to research them? That looks like it says Connecticut, Mass Properties, but you never know. And this is a line of credit potentially that I wouldn't always go off of the loan type. The recordings, when they record them and register them with the county, they're not always correct, but it was $175,000 they lent. CTMA Properties does not sound like Wells Fargo. It does not sound like one of the big banks. So right there, you have a lead. Let's go back and find another one. Here we go. Hank Reardon, Realty, Venture Home Buyers. Guys, you're going to see seller financing. You're going to see sellers are going to be lending. You're going to see all sorts of people. This might be another investor. This might be another partner. This is what I'm talking about. You go find out who Hank Reardon is. There you go. One more lead. No order that I'm going in this. Let's just go to Greer. I don't know. Let's pick one. I have not researched any of these prior. Look at this. Kiavi. That's a popular lender. So that's an investor friendly lender, but that's more of an institution or a company, private company. Let's see what this one is. Let's go to one more in Columbia. All of this is included in the basic subscription of DealSauce. There's no special features, no special tricks that we're doing here, no smoke and mirrors. This is all straight to you, showing you how I would do it if I just got my 2 free weeks of DealSauce. So Insula Capital Group, again, they're lending money. Construction loan, $85,000. Insula Capital Group. Who are they? Look them up in the state. They're lending in South Carolina. They probably have some sort of license and or live there. So really, really powerful information. So guys, I hope you've gotten a lot of value from this because I'm telling you, no one is talking about this. You don't have anyone on Deal Machine, Batch, any of those places. They're not talking about this. I'm trying to show you how you can strike gold by finding these home buyers. These are collaborators. I'm Justin Tuminowski. I appreciate you guys hanging out with DealSauce, trusting in us. This is just the beginning. I want to make sure that you guys know that you can put your lending boxes inside of DealSauce, your buy box inside of DealSauce. And if you're bird dogging in wholesalers, we have your real estate investor card, like a buy box you can put inside of DealSauce. So be sure to come in. There's always new features. If you don't have DealSauce, saucemydeals.com is where you get that. Get 2 free weeks. Come in. Replicate the search that I just did. You're going to see the same results. There's no smoke, no mirrors. This is exactly what I would do. You're going to find home buyers, wholesalers across the country. So thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video.